Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. It is I, your host, Pop. And as you can tell by the title, this month is Reincarnation. So we will go through a couple of shows that deal with reincarnation only after the news of the week. And I know you guys have been waiting for this. Let's get caught up on what has happened, courtesy of the Anime News Network. So going back to Monday, Tanuko launches crowdfunding campaign for Osamu Tezuka TV Specials Anthology. Well, that sounds good to me. I really do like my Osamu Tezuka. Well, let's see what if they go a little bit into detail here. The box set includes Banderbook, Marine Express, Fu Moon, Bremen 4, Prime Rose, Baggy Border Planet, Boku no Songoku. Okay. Oh, and hey, you just woke up a few minutes ago. Welcome, Alex Moore. Just starting off here with some news about the crowdfunding campaign for Osamu Tezuka TV specials. I definitely would want to get this. I am quite the Tezuka fan, and he does some very good manga that have been turned into anime. But yeah, this is great. The campaign has a goal of 300 pre-orders and has reached 66 at press time. The Kiss Bank states that there are 42 days left in the campaign. Projected shipping date for rewards is September the 2024. Stretch goals for the campaign includes a hardcover edition, a VCR-shaped design for the Undersea Supertrain Marine Express storybook, and varnish options, as well as additional embossing for the collector's box. I would definitely try to find out where this is and donate to it, see if I could get one. I don't know if they probably won't come subtitled, but still, just to have that history. Look at that. That looks great. It's got like a little television. These things look like VHS tapes. Oh yeah, this is the good stuff. I like to see stuff like this. Moving along, Chocolate Inc. Klassen Wachajak established Studio Dotu, which enters business partnership with Pony Canyon. I've heard of Pony Canyon before, but I've never heard of these other companies here. Studio Dotu Pony Canyon partnership to start the KillTube anime film project. Okay. Japanese company Chocolate. And it's involved with Demon Slayer, Total Concentration Exhibition, production and publicity for Dark Gathering, VFX Studio Kassen for live action Yu Yu Hakusho, and concept artist Wachajak have jointly established a new animation studio called Studio Dotu, and also announced its business partnership with Pony Canyon. On July the 4th, Studio Dotu and Pony Canyon aim to work toward creating animation works that will be loved all over the world, starting with the KillTube original anime film, Studio Dotu's first animation production. I wouldn't worry too much about creating animation works that will be loved all over the world. I would just worry about creating stuff that would be loved in Japan, and the world will follow. Don't you worry. Chocolate Inc. Kassen Incorporated and Wachajak established Studio Dotu. Dotu means raging waves in Japanese, to bring together various professionals to create new ways of making things without being bound by the boundaries of their respective fields of expertise or industry conventions. Okay. Pony Canyon's director of anime and video business division, Sadakazu Ikichi, stated that the company was impressed with the pilot film for KillTube and is meeting with Studio Dotu to discuss Pony Canyon's participation in the project. Ikuchi added that during the meeting, the company felt the studio's strong enthusiasm for creating new animation production and business and decided not to just participate in the Kill 2 project, but also build a business partnership with the studio. Chocolate Inc. announced plans to produce Kill 2 on April the 8th. The company is targeting the 90-minute film for spring 2026 with plans for a worldwide release. Kazuki Kurabayashi is directing and planning the film at Studio Dotu. Chocolate Inc. is in charge of planning and production. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe they'll put out some good stuff. We will just have to wait and see. Moving along to Tuesday, the Idolmaster Shiny Colors Season 2 post-trailer for second theatrical film. Kimi ni Todoke Season 3 second trailer unveils opening song, August 1st debut. Gung Ho Online Entertainment reveals Disney Pixel RPG for smartphones. Oh no. A smartphone game. Disney Pixel RPG. I sense they want to do something like a Kingdom Hearts thing. Next up, a terrified teacher at Ghoul School. Anime reveals 6 more cast members. Astro TV Awards launch Best Anime Series category for 2024 show. Oh, and it looks like it's got some good nominations like Blue Eye Samurai, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, Ninja Kamui. They are among the nominees in that new category. Joan member Shoya Kimada guest stars in Tosochu, The Great Mission anime. Okay, so I guess he's some famous musical guest. Not too familiar with that, so that is for Tuesday. Going along to Wednesday, Takara Tomy Puni Runes anime gets second season in October. Beastars creator Paru Itagaki's Sanda manga gets TV anime by Science Saru. Terrified teacher at Ghoul School anime's teaser reveals Jun Fukuyama in cast. B Project Ryusei Fantasia visual novel previews gameplay in new trailer. Neko Oji, the guy that got reincarnated as a cat anime and speaking of reincarnation, it looks like a guy gets reincarnated as a cat, and it's going to be coming up soon. Oh, Disney Plus streams Macross Frontier, Macross Delta anime in UK. Series is not currently streaming on US Disney Plus and Hulu. Why does the UK get this? The UK version of the Disney Plus platform is now streaming the Macross Frontier and Macross Delta anime series. Both series are available in subtitle versions only. As of Wednesday, neither series is available on Disney Plus or Hulu in the United States. The official Macross website announced in March that the Star brand of Disney Plus will stream numerous anime from the Macross franchise in 2024. Big West Studio New and Harmony Gold USA announced in April 2021 that the companies agreed to allow the immediate distribution of most Macross television series, or television sequels, and films globally. The companies agreed to cooperate on the distribution of future Macross and Robotech projects. Ugh. Freaking Harmony Gold. I wish somebody would just kick those guys to the curb. The 25-episode Macross Frontier television anime series aired in 2008, following the 25th anniversary of the Macross franchise. The 26-episode Macross Delta television anime series ran from April to September in 2016, after a preview of the first episode in 2015. Frontier is still better than Delta, in my opinion. But it sucks that it's only airing in the UK. The Sharehouse Secret Rule manga Sharehouse's Secret Rule manga gets TV anime by Anime Festa. Moving along to Thursday, Nintendo teases Emio project in video. Trillion Game anime reveals third character video, 2 more cast members. Hold on a moment. Just have to check and see what's going on here. Things coming through okay? Trillion Game anime reveals third character video, 2 more cast. Okay, looks good to me. Moving along, Medaka Kuroyuwa is imperious to my charms. TV anime's character video, teaser video reveal 2025 debut, and main cast. King of Prism, Dramatic Prism 1, films trailer streamed. Kuniru wa Kawaii, Slime anime's first promo video reveals main cast, more staff, October debut. Maho Sky ni Naren Kata Ona no Ko no Hanashi, TV anime cast Yui Hori, Ayumi Mano. Hey, morning, Human Blaze the Cat. Nice to see you. We're just going through the news of the week. Hagakura anime reveals 4 more cast. No longer allowed in Another World anime reveals 3 more cast members. I have yet to start this one. We'll see what happens. I'll read up the synopsis again and probably watch the first episode and see how it goes. Did I sleep well? I slept great. It was nice and cool. The heat wave has sort of dissipated now, and I was able to have a good sleep. My Hero Academia, your next film reveals original villain characters and cast. IMAX, MX4D, 40X, Dolby Cinema screenings. Look Back anime film rises to number 1. Third Code Geass Rose of the Recapture film opens at number 7. Rent-A-Girlfriend anime gets 4th season in 2025. Well, that one's continuing on for quite a while, isn't it? Rick and Morty, the anime's trailer confirms August 15th debut, bilingual casts. Pass. I've never been a Rick and Morty fan. That's fine. Arc System Works announces new Double Dragon Revive game for 2025. Going to be on PS4, PS5, Xbox, and Steam. Yeah, you slept great. Right on, man. That's good. It's important. A lot of people don't realize that getting a good night's sleep affects your whole day. And it makes it so that your body can heal up from the day and process what happened. And it's very, very important to get a good night's sleep. AKB48 Idols Sailor Zombie project listed with anime plans. It's a high school horror project. Okay. Going to Friday, Duel Masters Lost Net anime debuts on October the 4th. Rent-A-Girlfriend franchise gets first adventure game. Okay, PS4 and Switch game with original story releases this year. So there you are. There's the move from being an anime or a manga and then an anime, and now it's moved over to being a game. Things are rolling right along for Rent-A-Girlfriend. Romance of the Three Kingdoms 8 remake game releases on October the 24th. Atri, My Dear Moments, anime's third promo video previews 22/7's ending theme. I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level 2 anime reveals new cast in second teaser video. Well, I hope you leveled up or maxed out your level, because 300 years is a long time to be killing slimes. Hunter Nen Impact Fighting Games trailer reveals Phaeton. Game launches for PS5 and Switch and Steam. Ohio Uncle Sensei comedy anime debuts on July the 26th. Delico's nursery anime adds Ai Kayano Shinichiro Miki to cast. Moving along to Saturday. My Hero Academia TV reveals new opening, ending themes for 7th season. They should be wrapping this up pretty soon, I would think. 7 seasons. Still have to finish season 6. I believe we got through season 5. That is myself and Mrs. Mechanic, so. Japanese animation TV rankings. Here we go. Let's see what's at number 1 here. First up, Saze-san, followed by Demon Slayer, Chibi Maruko-chan, Detective Conan, Reincarnated as a Slime, Wonderful Precure, Doraemon, One Piece, Crayon Shin-chan, and Oshiri Tantai. Here's the video game rankings from June 24th to 30th. I am curious to see what is at number 1. Is it going to be Luigi's Mansion 2? It surely is. Look at it. Number 1, Luigi's Mansion 2, followed by Animal Crossing, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Oh, a PS5 game, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Then we're back to the Switch with Paper Mario RPG, Minecraft, Luigi's Mansion 3, Momotaro Densetsu World, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Ring Fit Adventure, Splatoon 3, Shin Megami Tensei 5, Pokemon Scarlet Violet, Monster Hunter Stories, Super Mario Party. Oh, there's a PS4 game. Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Okay, so the same game, just on the PS4. Mario Party Superstars, Nintendo Switch Sports, and then Sekai no Asobi Taisen 51. And hello, Jake D. You sense a great deal of stooge? Why is that now? Mario Kart is a yen printing press. As long as you add new tracks and new characters to, and maybe some occasional carts and other accessories, yeah, you can go on for a long time. It's in number 3 spot right now. It sold 7,473 copies. It has 5.8 million copies out there. Hey, Godzillionaire, how you doing? The Switch 2.0 will print money as well. You know what? It probably, as long as they do it right, as long as it's backwards compatible, if they have 4K output, I mean, you're right. It's gonna be great. At least I think so. The PS5 doesn't have any games. Xbox is just a lost cause. I wouldn't waste my time with it. Just my opinion, but I would think that the Switch, if you want to play fun games that aren't censored, go to the Switch. I'm still waiting for that announcement of the Switch 2.0 though. Going along to Sunday, that's today. New Blue Exorcist anime debuts, Rin Okumura character trailer. English dub of Shy anime season 2 streams on July 15th. Don't waste your time with Shy. It's not good. It is. I watched the first season. I thought it would get it started out okay, you know. It's like, oh, okay, superheroes from all the different countries. And it just fizzled out. It started to turning into Feelings the anime. And I was just like, okay, that's fine. You guys just do what you're doing there. I'm just gonna. I finished it up because I thought it would pick itself back up and do some epic battles, but no, not at all. Don't waste your time with Shy. You just need the Japan eShop account for DOA. Oh, Dead or Alive X3. Ha! Good old Dead or Alive. I think I have number 2 for the PS2. Tower of God second season adds 2 new cast members. Yeah, you know what, Jake D? Yeah, Talk no Jitsu for Shy. It was actually more. Yeah, there was Talk no Jitsu and it was just Feelings no Jitsu as well. It's just like, oh, talk about my feelings. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, what's this? Crunchyroll to stream Demon Lord, $20.99. I'll become a villainess who goes down in history. Mechanical Arms anime in fall. It's not always about Crunchyroll. Don't forget High Dive. High Dive's out there too. You can also watch anime on Tubi. Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess game, streams 4th trailer. Okay, so we got some crying style, emotional damage. Oh, yep, you got her, Godzilla. That's exactly what it was like. All right, so yeah, news went by pretty quick. I mean, a couple days there was not a lot of news going on. Yeah, another villainess there, Alex. Oh, they don't have their highlight or top news stories like they did last week. Oh well. Crunchyroll has Crunchyroll Hime. Oh yeah, you're right, Godzilla. He did miss the Russian waifu anime news. You still got time, Jake D. You can catch up on it. All right. Just about time for the main event here. And that will be some reincarnated anime. We'll go like this here. Like this here. Did Japan finally follow through on their threat to turn Natalia Polonskaya into a waifu? Not quite. Her name's Alia, and she hides her feelings in Russian. Okay. Here, we'll go here. Which one is it? There we go. All right. This first, and this is a long. I guess this would be classified as a movie. It's an hour and 20 minutes long. No, not that one. There we go. It's called Birth, and this is from 1984. So right now we are out in the vastness of the universe, looking at galaxies. You were thinking about Crimea's Prosecutor General, but that works too. It does, yes. So we come along to a planet. This is the planet Aqualoid. As you can see, we have a little slime buddy. He's being pursued by a bigger animal. And there's this Raza. She is riding along on her hover bike as the little guy takes refuge from the big guy. He's intimidated by her. And yeah, he runs away. Meanwhile, as the sun rises on Hyrule, because that looks like those mountains from Hyrule, from Breath of the Wild. There it is. All right, and off they go. I think Raza is trying to take lunch to this fella she knows named Nam. Then there's a giant space ball that is crashing along and just, I think it's following her. And the little guy whose name is Munga tries to stop this thing, but to no avail. Out in the vastness of space, a sword-shaped entity is formed. And then we get the title screen. It's called Birth. So we get shots of the galaxies, universe, as that sword-shaped object is traveling throughout the cosmos. And it's being pursued by this ship. And we start learning that there's organics and inorganics. So the inorganics are against the organics. We have Kim and Bao. They're trying to catch that sword-shaped object, but it is too fast. Oh, they've named it Shade. Shade is getting away. So they're trying to catch it. But it is just too darn fast. And it looks like this sword finds the planet Aqualoid. There's Nam. He sees it falling through the atmosphere. And he climbs down the crater that it made. Where there is a vision of someone, a lady. She tells him her name, and then poof, she's gone. But he decides to grab the sword. Once he grabs it, all of a sudden, oh, there is an inorganic. And its job is to delete him. So, he's fighting that inorganic. Rasa is on her way, but she's being pursued by 3 inorganic motorcyclists. And they're chasing her. Draw the Master Sword, yeah. Come on, Link. So she's being pursued. She's trying to get away. She's doing everything she can. They're trying everything they can to stop her, slow her down. But it doesn't work because her bike floats. This guy releases spikes, but spikes don't work on a hover bike. One guy releases oil. Oil doesn't work on a hover bike. And here's the village where Nam and Raza live. See the old people enjoying their lives there. Nam is still having a hard time getting that sword. And then we have like an inorganic kid is chasing after her. She's just ignoring him. And he's getting upset. So Raza's still trying to get away. Nam is still battling that inorganic. And finally, Raza catches up to Nam. She is going to try to help him out because he is falling. So he switches places with her on the bike. She starts falling, but then she uses Manga as a parachute. As you can see, there we go. But that inorganic is not having any of it. Is this an Among Us prequel? You know, watching this show, and I don't know if you guys would remember, but a show came out in the 80s called Heavy Metal. And I got Heavy Metal vibes off of this, big time. Just the style of animation that was done. I'm just like, man, this is just like that. Here comes that inorganic. And he tries to stab Nam, but Nam got him. And then he crumbles. The inorganic crumbles away to nothing. Such as that is. He's trying to follow her, that one inorganic. She goes left, he goes right. Trying to catch up to her. Heavy Metal is awesome. You brought it on Blu-ray. I see you're a man of culture, Godzillionaire. Did you know that John Candy does voice for it, and so does Harold Ramis? Poor Raza, she crashed her bike. And now this organic that was fighting Nam catches up to her. And he's just about to let her have it when this ship comes and knocks him over the cliff. And it looks like it's Bao and Kim's ship. So, Nam sees that is Shade, that sword. Of course, Bao wants it so he can sell it, because that's what he is. He's just traveling around finding things to sell. And Nam tells him about the lady he saw when he pulled the sword, and there she is. And I believe she's going to lay down some knowledge to them about the universe. The universe itself is a life form. And it is currently still in an embryonic state. When the universe is filled with the lives of you organics, it will be reborn and evolve to the next stage. And she states that the inorganics exist only to multiply and destroy organics. It might be something that was intentionally created. So everyone sort of has their own visions as to when Arlia talks to them. She saw a star die. That affects her quite a bit. And now this is when things start to get crazy, because now inorganics are coming after them. So first we have the green one. And they are having a hard time. There is not a lot they can do to defeat this thing. It's got rocket-powered fists. It captures Raza. Monga can see that and calls his buddies to come and take this thing down. And they're all, look at them all. They're all attacking this thing. And they take it down. But then that giant sphere from before starts moving. They are on their ship. They want to go to one of the cities that was nuked during the wars with the inorganics. They're saying the radiation should be okay, so they're going to head there to the underground city. Now there's a red one, an inorganic. And they're being chased. And now there's a blue one, so there's two of them now. There's a red one and a blue one, and they are doing their best to try to eliminate our heroes. They're trying to make it to the underground city. And there they go. They made it inside. And there's a secret weapon in here that they're looking for. As Bao mentions, it's the ultimate weapon made to fight against the inorganics. Changes all molecules to plasma. But he says if they have it, they can't use it without destroying the planet they're on. Originally the plan was to go to the inorganic planet and use it there instead, not to use it on Aqualoid. And okay, it's called the Donjmaharu. So it's a race to find it without getting crushed by these inorganics. Oh, Nam runs into one. Raza runs into one. So there's no use trying to fight against these things. They are way too powerful. Nam goes down into the military facility. And he comes across the remains of people that were trying to get to it, but he gets it. I should have saw there it is. There it is. There's the ray that will destroy everything, everywhere. Everybody's hiding. But that red one sees Raza's ponytail. And they're on the run again. Meanwhile, Nam's getting ready to use this, but they have to they see him with it, and they have to stop him. He doesn't know how powerful it is. So they're escaping outside. Try to get away from those inorganics. So there is a lot of battling going on between these people and the giant inorganic. Bao has to save Raza, and he does. He succeeds. Finally, Raza took down that red one by flying her ship into it, right into its face. And all that's left is the blue one. But before they can celebrate that, there is a moon-sized inorganic that comes to Aqualoid, and it is landing and they are going to destroy the whole planet. That little inorganic wants to be taken away with them. Kim and Nam are fighting over the death machine. It gets pulled away, and the little guy gets it, and he shoots it. Well, once it makes contact, anything it touches turns to plasma. And it just spreads everywhere. So before Evangelion, there was Birth, where they had the whole planet turning into plasma. And everything is turned to nothingness. But we've got the sword-shaped object that everybody is inside now, or at least our main characters are. And then at the end here, this is where we learn. This is where we learn now, because it's a child talking with her mother. But I don't get it. Aren't they dead? And she says they merely change from one state of being to another. Is that what happened in Evangelion? Still understand? You know what? I don't understand that show. And it was just crazy because I watched the whole show, the series, and then I watched End of Evangelion, which was supposed to be the proper ending from the manga. Whereas in the series, it didn't have quite that ending. So yeah, I thought everyone just turned into plasma. Okay, and she continues on, where each one goes from this point depends on how much they learnt on the planet Aqualoid. Where will they go? Most of them will ascend a little closer to light. However, Raza will have to return to this continuum. Why? Because she says, it's because her mind didn't learn. And she says it's not her mind, but what controls her mind didn't learn. Her real being. Oh, her infinite consciousness. She has to come back in her previous form, so she can combine her past and her future and be rejoined with her friends, right? Monga 2. Each one determines his or her own destiny. That includes me too? Yes. You remember what I told Nam when we sent him the sword? Search for the talisman buried on Aqualoid. Where was that talisman? I told him he must claim the talisman for his own and return with it to his people. And it wasn't in the city, as she says. It was buried within himself. But that terrible weapon was not the real treasure. The most precious thing of all what was, they should have discovered within their own being. Remember at least this one thing, my child. True enlightenment comes with searching, not finding. And there we go. That was Birth. I like the art style. It just reminds me so much of heavy metal, the way they animated things. And then the little chat back and forth between mother and child was very good. So those characters will have to be reborn again so they can learn their lessons. And that was Birth. Next up, this is a little bit more recent, and a show that I very much enjoyed when I watched it last season. It is called Dr. Elise. So, how do we start out here? Let me just make some adjustments here. No, that's too wide still. Okay, there we go. Do that and that. All right. Somebody's getting burned at the stake. And that's not good. But then we have this young lady who wakes up from that dream. Looks like she's on an airplane, headed somewhere. This little kid drops a handkerchief. She gives it back to him. There's the airplane. She's thinking of how to treat herself to some dessert, when all of a sudden there's an explosion on the plane. It's an emergency now. Everything's going wrong. And the plane is going down. She thinks about her life. She thinks about her life before that happens. And then we hit the intro. We see all the people in her life, past and present. So that's her, the doctor. He is a damn good one, it looks like, saving a lot of people. And of course, the typical doctor thing, her handwriting is terrible. And yeah, it does look like it's pretty awful. And they're having a little something to eat after work, it looks like. She's held in quite high regard due to her surgical skill. And she likes desserts. And the funny thing is, she can remember her past life. But I think this young girl needs her help. She wants to see if she can help her mother. Okay, and she remembers back to the time that she was getting executed. And she realizes it. She says that she's Takamoto Aoi and leading her second life. She's packing up. But first, we need a flashback to when she was a child. She doesn't have a mom or a dad. Now we've come a long ways here. She is trying to save as many lives. As she recalls her previous life. And there she goes. She hopped on that plane, which is now falling out of the air and crashing. There we are, in pieces in a field. Might be a Boeing. We're not sure. And she can see that there's a lot of hurt people, and she does what she does best. Starts trying to help everybody because she's a doctor, so she's starting to do triage. And she is saving lives. But as it goes with main characters, she needed the help most of all. She has a belly wound and she passes out. And in a twist of fate, she dies and reawakens in her past life. And she remembers everything about being a doctor. As she sees her family, yes, she's overcome with emotion upon seeing them again. And those are the end credits. And I really enjoy this one as it is sort of a redemption of sorts. Yes, she's reincarnated like 2 times now. First time when she was in her nobility, but she was a real spoiled brat. And then she was burned at the stake, and she was reborn again as someone who wanted to be a doctor and help people. And then she died again, but now she's back in her first life. So now she retains all that knowledge of being a doctor and helping people, and she is a completely different personality now. She's not spoiled brat. She wants to help people. So a very good use of the reincarnation and very good redemption. Someone that wants to make up for the past things that they have done. So to me, that's a really good show where she uses her doctor skills in her previous life. And there you go. That is Dr. Elise. All right. So, next up. Shows for this season. Let's go to the anime list here. .5 Dimensional Seduction. I'm liking this. It's funny. It's silly. It deals with cosplay. So I am just having a real hoot with that one. Nobody's Way Up to an Exploration Hero. Which one was this again? Oh, right. This guy keeps hunting slimes and he gets like a rare drop. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Guy gets a rare drop. He thinks about selling it, but then he decides to just summon it. And yeah, he gets a powerful summon that he can use fighting battles. And then he continues on, and it looks like he got a second one. So I'm only up to second episode, but it looks like he gets a second summon that he can use. So that's all I got some good action to it. I definitely want to see how that turns out. Here's the Aliyah sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. This girl is exactly as she says. When she says emotional things, she says them in Russian. She thinks nobody can understand her, but the guy that she likes can understand her perfectly, but he doesn't call her out on it. So this one, we'll see if I drop it. I'll have to watch some more episodes, just maybe 2 more. I haven't watched Actually My Dear Moments yet. Bye Bye Earth, haven't watched yet. Dungeon People, strange premise. Girl looking for her father in the dungeon. Gets recruited to work in the dungeon. So that's kind of weird, but we'll see. I could see maybe if it's just going to be boring and not have any action to it, I'll probably drop it. Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. Not too bad. The fact that this guy can use low-level spells on monsters, and it doesn't. He takes a while to destroy them because he uses paralyze and poison. Of course, poison takes a while, but yeah, he's working his way along, and he is gonna be strong, all right, just by using low-level spells. I do want to see him meet up with some of his other classmates now, because they were absolute jerks to him. Especially when the goddess was like, well, we have to dispose of people who are don't have high potential or are weak. And it's like, really? You dispose of people? You throw them out like trash? So I'm anxious to see the battle that's going to come when he meets up with the goddess. Hang in there on Failure Frame story is decent, just concerning. Yeah, oh no, I'm not gonna give up Failure Frame. I like the fact that he's building himself up. I'm really enjoying it, Alex. Yeah, very monster heavy books too. Okay. Grendizer U, it's a mecha show. It's I haven't gotten to the second episode yet. So it's nice to see Mazinger Z and the new Grendizer. So we'll see what happens. The threat for the mecha. I parry everything. Another one where this guy trains and trains and trains, and he's he can parry everything, and he's probably overpowered for parrying, but he can't do much anything else. So I'm just wondering where we're going to go with that. Haven't seen Love is Indivisible by Twins yet. McCain, too many losing heroines. This will probably grate on my nerves, and I'll probably end up dropping it. Just for the fact that, main character meets up with girls who are like sad at losing their boyfriends, and he becomes their talking post where she just talks and they talk to them, and yeah, I don't know about that. Dear Friend Nokatan, I gotta see some of that yet. I haven't seen anything yet. Nade Cheer for You, finally a cheerleading anime. I really wanted to do a month of cheerleading anime, but there isn't a lot of them out there. So finally another one. It's very wholesome, very slice of life. It's just a nice show. You just want to sit back and relax with something that's nice to watch, and that's the one. Plus-sized elf. I mean, body positivity to the anime, I guess. I don't know, like, you can come back between worlds in a dimensional door, but you have to weigh as much as you did when you came through the doorway. This elf just can't stop eating french fries. I've only watched 2 episodes of it. So, it's funny. It's a silly show. Pseudo Harem, I have not seen any of that yet. Next up, Quality Assurance in Another World. This show is on the bubble for me. I'm gonna probably dump it because it's dull. It is dull, and all it is about is a guy that's doing bug reporting in his online game. It's almost like Dot Hack, except this guy is just reporting all the bugs he finds. Because it looks like they're trapped in a video game world. Haven't seen Elusive Samurai yet. Oh, Osan Newbie Adventurer. So I couldn't get enough of this one. This guy started training to be an adventurer very late in life, apparently, in his 30s. He's 32 now. But he trained with the most powerful S-rank party. And their training, obviously, is going to make him overpowered, except he doesn't see it. He doesn't think he's overpowered. He thinks he's actually really weak because he's only F rank. I'm hopefully he finds out that he is powerful enough after all. VTuber legend. So the one VTuber, she leaves her stream on by accident and starts drinking at the end of her stream, but she forgot to shut it off, and everybody gets to hear her making comments. So whether or not she's going to be more popular, I mean, her views went up, but we'll see what happens. Finally, Wistoria, Wand and Sword. So this is a world where magic is everything. If you can't wield magic, you are considered worthless. And main character can't. But what he can do is wield a sword with much higher strength than anybody else in the entire world. Now that's going to be his main skill. No magic, but being able to have super strength and wielding a sword. There's some other ones too I'm watching that aren't this current season, and that's Bastard. I thought it was so good. It's only 6 episodes. I'm going to watch that. It was featured in my Reincarnation at the beginning of the month. Another one, Speed Racer. I've got to start catching up on that as well. I have to finish many sides of Voice Actor Radio. And Thunderbirds 2086. There's only 24 episodes. I'm 8 in, so that takes me back to my childhood, back when this came out in 1982. So it was made for the American audience. I don't think there's any subtitled versions of this, but yeah. I like the animation, I like the stories. Basically loosed on, I think, Jerry Anderson's Thunderbirds from the 1960s. There you go. I am having a great time with the shows that are coming out this time around. Definitely going to drop some because they're just not as good as I think they should be, or what I like, and takes up a lot of my time too. So I hope you guys are watching some of these. Alex, I'm definitely going to stick with Failure Frame. And I know everyone else is liking their dear friend Nokotan. But yes, I'm curious to know what you guys are watching. And I know it's funny because on here I can see some of you, what you're watching. Like Godzillionaire watched Naruto Shippuden. Alex, you read Tokyo Ghoul. You watched some Ranma. I watched some Magic Knight Rayearth. Michael watched Dungeon People, and then he dropped it. Same with Serranos. Yeah, good stuff. If you guys want to see what we're watching and keep track of your anime shows, go to anilist.co. There you can keep track of all your anime and manga and connect with myself and other people you're following, the followers. Just find them and click on their name and follow them. All right, so looks like that is it for today. Hope you guys had a good time. I had fun watching a lot of these reincarnation shows. Some of them are pretty silly out there. Some of them are really well done. I believe Seventh Prince, I was thoroughly enjoying that one. That was from last season, but still, very good show to watch. Yeah, same thing last season, reincarnated as a sword. Reincarnated as a vending machine. Yeah, very good shows. Anyways, we'll wrap it up here. If you guys wouldn't mind, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and spread the word. Let people know. You get the morning shift with myself. Saturdays it's retro games. Sundays is anime chat. Coming up on Tuesday, Trades Talk Tuesday. Tune in and we'll look into some heavy equipment attachments. I have some experience in that field, having worked in that sector, and we can do a little bit of a dive into that. I think that's what'll be on the next episode of Trades Talk Tuesday. Then on Saturday, more Dragon Quest IV, really getting into this game. Trying to find my way through and eventually defeat the ultimate evil here. Hopefully I can. While I'm leveling up on the way. And then finally Sunday rolls around again and we'll do more reincarnation anime. I'll try to bring you some little more obscure ones, some that you've never seen before. Maybe you'll decide to watch them yourself. Hey, Gonzalo, am I watching the UEFA Cup? I can say I am not. Yeah, that's if that's football, I'm not. I don't watch football. But hey, welcome here. I'm just wrapping it up here. Just finished watching some reincarnation anime. Today's the final, England versus Spain. Who do I think is going to win? Gee, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know much about football. Let's just say England. England. But yeah, hopefully you guys will come out on Tuesday. Trades Talk Tuesday. It's coming up 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So get out there, watch some more shows. Let me know, what would you guys want to come back reincarnated as? I think I saw a funny one on there. I think Shum said he'd want to come back anywhere where he gets to have a harem. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Good choice. Right on. So yeah, there's other channels out there, people that are I watch and enjoy, like Pacific 414, who's going to be streaming today in about roughly 45 minutes. And there's Blaine from Blaine's Escape Corner. He's on a bit of a hiatus right now, though. He's working on his food stall. I am quite stoked for that. I want to travel down to where he lives there and have some of his the food he cooks. His stall is called Yakimono Yatai, and it obviously Japanese food. And if you guys are ever in the Seattle area, I would definitely go there and have some of Blaine's food. Oh, there's also Ronin66. There's DJ Ronnie G. There's Angry Canadian. There's an Editorial Lifeform. And there's also I'm just I don't have my paper with me, so I just have to do this off the top of my head. Yeah, I think that's about it. Those are all a lot of the people I will watch and enjoy. They have good channels, good content creators. So yeah, I am heading off now. Time to do some errands. And I hope to see you guys on Tuesday. But until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.